Hi, my name is Rick Goldman, and on this video we are going to be looking at a new novel called Best of All Gifts by Sheila M. Cronin. It is a sequel to Sheila's first book called The Gift Counselor. Best of All Gifts explores the different sides of forgiveness as told through the eyes of Jonquil Bloom, a single mom, and her 10-year-old son Billy. And they both live in Venice, California. Jonquil works as a gift counselor at a local department store, and her father, who abandoned her 26 years before, suddenly reappears seeking forgiveness. And there's a scene toward the end where Jonquil and her father meet in a conference room in a hotel to confront what happened when he disappeared 26 years ago. It's one of the most dramatic, most intense, and well-written scenes I've ever read in a novel, and I'm going to read a short piece of it to you so you get an idea of what it's about. This is from Best of All Gifts. Grimly, Jonquil scanned the space, took in the coffee and cups, pitcher of ice water, fruit and pastries on the sideboard. A fresh box of Kleenex awaited use in the center of the polished table. The awkward setting made her want to gag, but she told herself for the umpteenth time that this is the first attempt at reconciliation, and it's for Billy and Margot's sake. They chose seats opposite each other near the door. Which of them would bolt first? He sat down, but she remained standing and set off pacing in the lane created by the chairbacks and the sideboard. She stopped at the far end of the table, wetted her lips, and faced him. "Why did you desert us?" He sat up sharply, palms pressing down on the table, battle underway. "It wasn't my choice. God knows I was headed home to you and your mom. It took me by surprise. I mean, the cold that day in Chicago was so cruel. One step out of that hotel and I was right smack dab back in Korea." "It took you by surprise?" "Right. Did it have to be on my birthday?" Her resentment smoldered. He grimaced. She'd struck a blow. "But then you were released from that hospital. Why didn't you at least let us know you were alive? It killed Mother. The shame." She almost added, "You were the only one who could make her laugh." His eyes tracked her, imperturbable. "Correction. I was released to a halfway house. I escaped from there. I was never discharged." Right. You ran away from there too." None of the reports she'd paid for over the years ever mentioned a halfway house. He continued, "Before my escape, I called Minneapolis and spoke to a buddy of mine. He told me Pauline had died, and you were in Seattle with Margot. Well, I was still your father, after all, so it was up to me what happened next, and I decided you were better off with Margot. I was in no shape to raise you. It broke my heart." "You admit you deliberately abandoned me?" "No, I never saw it that way. Jonquil, I was in hell, but I knew you were safe and loved. Well, then I drifted down south in the stages. A year in Georgia, a couple of years in Miami. The warmer weather helped some. But flashbacks had done their damage. They wouldn't go away, so I started drinking hard, like in Korea. Don't remember much about that, but nothing killed the guilt." She snorted. Yes, Jonquil, I felt guilty, but there wasn't a damn thing I could do." She glared back at him. "Right." And it just builds from there. To find out what happens, you can get yourself a copy of the book. And there's two ways to get it. The first, just go to Amazon or to Barnes & Noble or wherever you like to get books and go to the book section. And then it's Best of All Gifts, that's the name of the book, or just put in Sheila's name, Sheila M. Cronin, and that should take you to the order page. Or you can go directly to Sheila's website, which is giftcounselorbook.com. giftcounselorbook.com, and you can order it right from there. And I'm going to close with a quote from one of the readers of the book. Her name is Kathleen Ellingson of Chicago, and she says, "I would recommend this book to readers looking for a great story that teaches us that we can overcome our fears and learn to love and trust again, even when we have been deeply hurt. Jonquil is a great role model for all of us." So if you're looking for something really good to read, it really is dramatic, has a lot of comedy in it too, and really takes you through the process of forgiveness and the challenges that it brings up, get yourself a copy of Best of All Gifts. Thanks for watching. I'm Rick Goldman, and we'll see you next time.